Yeah, we're back at Valhalla. VA-11 space. You know, you know the gist. You know the gist. So not much introduction needed. So, well, for this one, I don't know if you're starting in this episode or not, but I recommend you checking the first one so you actually know what's really happening or know the backstory. So yeah, and as um, I really need to do this more often. State my channel at the beginning of the video. So this is Classic Lunatic. Welcome everyone, and welcome to the channel. Let's go. Yeah, we're in the room. So your membership, I need $800. All right, at least $800 by then. We have 2 more days. All right, let's um. Whole planet. Alright, your lovely city. I think it's this one. Yep. Return. Alright, so we bought the one what you wanted, and then we could be focused at work. I don't know how critical that is, and let's go. Showtime, Thursday. Good evening. Oh, hi there. Ooh, new character. I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Ah, Leonidas. Gillian. Marcelo. I stumbled across her on my way and asked... let me just read that again. I stumbled across her on my way in and asked her if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's boss? She didn't put the helmet again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right. Thanks. I don't really know. Welcome to Valhalla, I guess. Let's go. It's time to mix drinks and change life. That's our phrase in this game. What was that? Oh, it's just something they made me say back in instruction. It kind of stuck. Huh. I went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our back when someone came in. That habit didn't drop off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature? To I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Kira Mickey girl came here yesterday before a concert actually. Oh yeah, now I see her name here. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-Link more actually. The stoic looking duo? Yep, those. Since you had a better day than mine yesterday, I had to break up with Damien. I see you, want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we've known each other for what, few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or 2. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break up. It's more like the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You could pretend to be more interested, you know. Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame? Yeah, for all those pics you have of your boss filling your phone memory. Some seem sneakily taking at that. Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it is true. Shut up. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Why? Oh, I really like this one of hers living in her office. I think I'll copy it. You. Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Sure. Bad touch. One, 2. On the rocks. Mix. Ooh, I forgot armor tree. We don't want that. Oop. There it is. On the rocks and mix. Look. Look. Bad touch. Here. Who gives these drinks their silly name? usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite a silly sense of humor, like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name. Yeah. Ahem, so who's Damien again? The one with the nice car. Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye. And what was wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. LARP? Live action role playing. Of course, sounds more like the nickname of some heavy-handed writer or a military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, think, roll in the mud and fuck in the open? Those are hippies. Yeah. He frequents those and it's something I'd rather not deal with at all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but something like that... You see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it, have you ended your longest lasting relationships for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night? Your cat doesn't count. A year ago it was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed fuckboy over there in the closet ages ago. Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities. Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head, dozing off knowing they're there watching you, protecting you. Jill? Anything I can make you shut up and drink? I'll have you know that my Uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking or making tasty puns for Aunt Rosa. So, get me something weird, would you? Huh, ventriloquism. Weird, a weird drink? Yeah, something different. Experimental, uncommon. Let's see. Weird drink, promo. I mean... Oh, there's promo drinks here. Let's start with Piano Man. Piano Woman. 5. That's a lot. 2. 3. All age. And mixed. Here. Yeah, this fits the bill. It's a promotional drink made to commemorate the movie. Wait, they left at the dance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh, you know your orders are weird today. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a brontini, then something like a cobalt velvet or something similar. Well, sometimes I feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason you left Damien is because he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they prepared just for occasion like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves, I just remember that it was just petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. So wow. So copycats. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. Ah, there it is. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. It's just what happens that idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman if you must. So you don't think such a person exists? Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the action of such an entity. But it might be anything, an individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycat and practice using the same name. So Ice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really like modded overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. We start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's thanks to that damn Alice Rabbit thing. I see. But enough of that, there's more pressing matters at hand. There is? Yeah. You've been delaying invitations for hanging out sometime for too long. Oh, that. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you feel uncomfortable? No. I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories at night, shower together. You know, you need some human warmth in that place. There's one human. This alone would fill my entire bathroom. Ooh. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I don't even know what's happening sometimes in this game. So apparently we have first day, we have dogs. Next, we have an underage robot. The next, we have a hacker. Interesting group of people. I refuse. In all seriousness though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date, I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I am not a morning person. It registers for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. Hold up. I'm just not a morning person. So I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. That's it. There it is, I've asked you out, it's 10 AM, you know. That's early morning by my standards. True that. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out, I just don't want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. Like, say, a big Brantini. Finally, that's the Alma I know. Easy enough. Woo! Woo! There, go. 6, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12. Yeah. Yeah, I was in the correct spot. I don't know why I thought it was wrong. And 1 Carmotrine, all age and mix. What? All age and Carmotrine. And 2 Carmotrines. Man. Success, Brantini. You know, Brantini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the BTC got hold of a brand of Vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company, so on a weird whim, they changed the name. I see. You know, I was wondering, yeah? Don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really, most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's beside the point. I get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing. You make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem. I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs, not like everyday essential. Do you meet with your client or... I don't. It's always from behind, as many filters as I can manage. Remember, I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time for proving my worth because big boobs equals small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but a few times I've shown myself. They weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show as a disabled nerd or something, give them what they expect. Or I just don't show up and save myself trouble. Why all the questions? Just things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya. Take care. Hello, Sugar. That's Dorothy again. You're actually invisible this time. Hello, Mr. Donovan. Oh no, never mind. I thought it's... Well, Dorothy kind of speaks like that, so... Alright, Mr. Donovan's back. Just need to be a regular customer, okay? Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms. I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. They're hard as fuck, and that's all my abdomen felt. Do you normally greet people that way? I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flattered in the field of my summer house. Ow. Oof. A bit of advice, you shouldn't provoke the one serving you drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience, I'm just not part of it. Today I'm making this a quick one. Gotta tend to business in a while. Having said, I'll just have the usual. The usual, he says. Already have the usual drink. Beer, and that's a large. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All mixed. Beer, the usual. Sure, this will work. What brings you today, Mr. Donovan? That girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. So I was working to clinch an exclusive interview. Did you succeed? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end results is what matters. Wait, blackmail? You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Hey, the signature on that glass over there. Oh yeah, that big Lilium was here. She came yesterday before the concert, yeah. Anything juicy come out of her visit? No. Gossip worthy? No. What? Tabloid worthy? No. Come on, there has to be something. Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here or anything. I've got nothing. Everyone was surprised how much for you to spill the beans. I'm serious here, she said nothing that could be used against her or that we didn't already know. Fine. Hey kid, do you think Lilium have nipples? Why? Excuse me? I mean, I've seen a couple of pornos, they have them, but they could be modded, you know? So yesterday while interviewing the singer Lilium chick, I kept wondering if those tits had nipples. I mean, I'd be fine without them, but the curiosity is killing me. But I'm even more curious about the engineers that designed them. Can you picture a room full of people discussing whether or not the tits on the Lilium look good? A bunch of guys and a lesbo engineer wondering if the latest model's vagina is good enough. Man, God bless those son of a bitches. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? You expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on a singer? How can one share when there's honestly nothing to share? I'm gonna be good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers? Not really, no. There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once, interesting piece, and then a makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that. I think I heard about that somewhere, one of them. They sent a message to some outlets saying they have proof of their claims that they're gonna release to the public tomorrow. Oh, that'd be interesting to see, I think. I know, right? Alright, kid, give me a Bleeding Jane so I can really call it a day. Okay, Bleeding Jane. Ooh, that's really new. Bleeding Jane. Yeah, Bronson extract. 3 and 3. All blended. The music. Alright, here. Simple enough for you, I see. So I heard this is Dana Zane's bar. Is it true? Yeah. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the bears. Where is she? She's out running some bears? 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered the underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears, she beat all of them without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored, what can I say? Do you know if she lost her arm there? Can't remember, too drunk, maybe she had her prosthetics then too. There's someone there suggests that she lost it after throwing a baseball off. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. Who are you, Dana? But that sounds more like an unsustained rumor. More like something she made up. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Please come again. Yeah. Alright, that concludes the episode of Valhalla. Ooh. Interesting choice of people. Interesting people. What can we say? But yeah, this has been Valhalla. I don't really know what else to say really. So yeah. Well, interesting game. I like it. I may do a review at the very last episode of this, and I don't know yet. Maybe I'll try doing all of the scenes, or I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. So yeah, if you like this content, click like and subscribe, and we'll see more. And this is Classic Lunatic playing Valhalla, logging out, and cheers.